Hi, everybody. Laura here for Legal Talk Tuesday. And today I want to talk a little bit about estate planning and the reasons why you want to make sure that not just yourself, but your loved ones have everything in writing. And this is just going to be kind of a casual personal story, just as a kind of example and a reminder that it's very important to have your wishes about your stuff and your kids in place and in writing, so that when the inevitable will happen, hopefully not for a very long time, but when it does, there's not fighting and there's not problems kind of on the back end. So I have a friend whose father passed away fairly suddenly. He was older, not necessarily in the best health, but he had a will. And the problem with that will is that it didn't say the things that he had verbally told her that it said. And that's a problem when you have siblings or you have other beneficiaries who may have a problem recognizing and understanding that he told you something verbally that's not written down. They might want this when he told you that you were going to get that, whatever it might be. So the problem is that now my friend and her sibling are kind of fighting over his stuff. And one of them is on bank accounts. One of them wants a particular type of item. And really the will just flat out says 50-50. These two just split everything 50-50, but that's not verbally what he told my friend. And if it were in writing, life would be a lot easier. She's hired an attorney to go through, probate, work things out, but it's still kind of in the early stages and it could get nasty. It could not get nasty. Hopefully it won't, because it's never a good thing. You're obviously very emotional when a loved one passes away, and that emotion feeds into those kind of litigation problems if you're fighting over stuff. And I want to doubly put that out there for children. So if you have minor children, you really need to have something in writing about where you wish for your children to go if both of the parents happen to pass away or not be living. Then you need to appoint a guardian. They'll still have to go to court, but you still need to make sure that the Aunt Suzanne is the one who needs to raise my children. That's what I wish. So a judge can then just sign off on a pretty easy guardianship or adoption or whatever it might be. So I just wanted to, just because this is a conversation I've had this week, I wanted to put that out there so that it's, again, a little bit of a real life example of, if it's in writing by the person who has passed away, then you can't really fight about what his wishes were. If it's not in writing and you just have verbal conversations, then the fighting can happen. And again, your emotions are high. The potential is there for the fighting to happen. So just a little push, a little bit of a reminder. We talk about estate planning once a month. This is our once a month time. Normally I give you, a little bit more detailed information about different types of things that you might need, different types of documents you might need. But this is really just kind of an emotional, real life example of what can happen if you don't have things written down, notarized, properly witnessed, all that good stuff. And an attorney is very helpful to make sure that you have everything the way that you need to have it for ease of everything after you pass away. Those box wills and things like that you can get at, like Office Depot or online. Yeah, they might be okay, but depending on the situation, they might not be, because they're not going to be Arkansas specific. Even if they say they're Arkansas specific, a lot of times things aren't updated with rule changes and all that kind of stuff. It's worth a little bit of money to go talk to an attorney and make sure that everything is the way that you want it to be written down. But make sure that if you need any changes, let's say you already have a will or a living will or powers of attorney, if you have any changes that you want to make, you need to do it in writing and not just verbally tell someone. So just a little, FYI, a little informational session today. And we hope you join us next week. will be here to talk to you for another Legal Talk Tuesday, either me or Brooke or both of us. And we'll be here Tuesday at 11 o'clock a.m. And I hope you have a good rest of your week and be safe.